Good morning, everyone. Give me a second here. I'm making some adjustments on my lighting here. How's everybody doing? Beautiful day. Beautiful morning. All right. There we go. Yeah. How is everybody doing? Boy, an itch. I got these, I got the air conditioning running and stuff and the fan and everything like that. For some reason, every night, now I sleep under the covers with the air conditioner running, but for some reason, for a couple of nights here, I was getting mosquito bites on my hand. I leave my hand out. Like, what the hell? And even Lou was getting these mosquito bites. Why are these mosquitoes attacking my hands? Even turn on the bug zapper at night. Try to cure it that way, but I don't know. I got to put off mosquito lotion on my hands so I don't get bit by the mosquitoes. It's crazy. I don't even know where these mosquitoes are coming from. Phantom mosquitoes, right? But things you deal with in the province, right? Bob, good morning, Bob. I'll be back in 19 hours. I don't know. Oh, 12:45 p.m. is when Bob Kirkman stopped in. Cliff Turner, hello, Cliff Turner. Nick Lopez. Anybody seen Richie? I don't know who you're talking, Richie. You're still here, Nick. I don't. Which Richie are you talking about? I don't know. Vegas Con. How are you? Greetings, Las Vegas on board. One place I'd never been, Las Vegas. Never been to Las Vegas in my life. Really had never had a desire to go to Las Vegas. Not a big gambler. I don't know. Just never stepped foot in Las Vegas. Never been to California. I don't know. Just never been there. Mike, our Philippines journey. How are you? Maybe you're jumping rooms, right? I was over watching The Ugly Tourist, James and Ding, and actually still have them up. I'm still running their channel live. The way it shows that people are in the room. But how's Mike doing? Bruce, how are you doing, Bruce? Hello, Brian and Lut and everyone else. Thanks for stopping in. Bruce, Slick Rick. Good morning, Slick Rick. How is Slick Rick doing? San Francisco. Yeah, like I said, never been to California. Never. I don't know. Never really had a reason to go out to California. Don't have family out there. I don't have friends out there that I grew up with. So yeah. Paul, how you doing, Paul? You're over at General Luna. We just left General Luna. Oh, when did we leave there? 2 days ago? Yeah, 2 days ago. Oh, man. Did some drinking over there. Wow. Takes me longer to recover. But actually, I didn't have that bad of a hang. I was actually pretty good. But yeah. Brought what did I buy over the bakery? There's a French bakery over there. I ain't lying, guys. There's a freaking loaf of bread. It's like a small turkey. It's huge. And I brought that over there, and I brought it home. French bread from the bakery. Figured out, let me get it to the family, see if the family likes it. They said, "Oh, the outside crust is too hard, but the inside of the bread is good." But yeah, an excellent French bakery over there. I must be getting ready still. Mosquitoes will find the smallest opening. I believe it, Mike. I believe it. Um, I don't know. I kind of got used to. I don't know if my body got used to the mosquitoes and they're not biting me as much. If I got like some province blood running in me now, but I can sit outside now and I don't get tore up like I used to. Now, don't get me wrong. When I do go into the jungle or something, I'll wear long sleeve shirts, long sleeve pants. But yeah, Johnson's baby oil. Try that. Morning, Jim. Enjoyed your video with you and the family. Went out and had a few drinks and entertainment. Yeah, we had a good time. What's a beer? A beer's like 100 pesos, less than $2. And it's like, what entertainment do you like? Do you want to listen to a band? Do you want to listen to a DJ play? There's many options here. No girly bars. There's just no girly bars. And it's funny because the people we were with, they've been up in Angeles City and stuff like that, and they said, where are all the old guys at? So, you go up to Angeles City, you go to Dumaguete, you go to places that are popular with the foreigners and the expats, and they're like, where are all the old guys? There's like no old guys here. Um, I don't know. I mean, there are. Trust me, there are a few elderly gentlemen here. I've seen them, but they're just kind of doing their own thing. I've learned that the expats here seem to kind of like just do their own thing. Like you'll see them out and about, eating at a certain restaurant or whatever. You say hello and hello back, maybe some small talk, but they kind of do their own thing. What's the younger crowd like here? The younger expats, because there are a lot of younger expats living here. There's digital nomads and stuff. I don't know. Um, I don't know if they hang out with each other, interact with each other. Couldn't tell you. Um, but yeah, Bob Kirkman, how are you doing? Mingo, Philippines. My kingdom is now in Porac. All right, Porac. Porac's okay. Been there. Tony in the Philippines. How are you doing? Vegas Khan says, save your money and go anywhere else but Vegas. Trust me. I wouldn't mind seeing some of the shows in Vegas. But like I said, I'm not a gambler. I think I went down to Atlantic City in my whole entire life of being on the East Coast a half a dozen times if I'm lucky. Um, we'd catch a bus. Like I think at the time it was like $20 to catch a bus. They gave you like $15 back in a voucher, and walk the boardwalk, hit a couple casinos. Only brought enough money with me to lose. I always said I bring enough money with me to lose, and anything above that, I'm good to go. Hit one of the buffets and catch a bus home. I always said I could be dirt broke, but I always had that bus ride home. But yeah, maybe 6 times. And then you got the beach. You can walk on the boardwalk there in Atlantic City. But yeah, great entertainment capacity of world is Vegas. Mike says, Boise, Idaho here. I'll be flying back to the family in the Philippines in 10 days, Batangas bound. Awesome. Have a safe flight. Have a safe flight. Enjoy your time back with your family. 10 days. 10 days creep by. Right? Babu, Asenero. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Kumusta? Kumusta to you also? Ah, M&M. I could go for some M&M peanuts right now. I'm trying to think. Have I seen M&Ms down here? Yes. I've seen M&M plain and peanut M&Ms, but they're really small packs. Um, what are your thoughts on sending money back home? I'm finally against it. I'm fully against it and discourage my partner doing that. Instead, I encourage us to pay for their health insurance, etc., but never send money. That's a good question. I think you're saying referring like if you're out of state or out of the Philippines and sending money back to her family. Um, I guess it's something you have to decide what you want to do. I know when we lived back in the States, Louisa was sending money home to the family, um, not buying motorcycles with that money, not, you know, going out and drinking and buying Red Horse with that money. She would send the money home and they would, of course, buy food, rice, fish, whatever they needed to buy to survive and eat. I think it depends on the people, the family, you and your wife. Um, she'll be pressured. She will be pressured big time. I've seen it. Send us money, send us money, send us money. But instead, like you said, maybe pay their health insurance, etc. But then again, how are you going to pay that health insurance, right? I know in the States, I don't think I can go to Phil Health and pay the health insurance. I don't think I can go online and pay an electric bill. So you might be stuck sending that money, hoping that it's going to be used to pay those. That's the thing. When you send that money, yeah, you can say, here's what I want it to go to, but will it go to it? Don't know unless you're there. You know what I'm saying? Um, Everybody has their own way of doing it. If you and your wife agree on one way, then that's it. Remember, you're in charge. You're in charge. You're the one that is sending, whatever you're doing. You're sending the money. You're paying a bill. You're doing whatever. You're in charge. Oh, I need more money for the caravel. I need more. Sorry, not happening. Here's what you're getting. Here's what we have allotted. All right, but you're in charge, so it's up to you. But I've seen so many times these families will pressure the daughter that's married to a foreigner into, sending money. Oh, we need more money. He's no good, and it's a big headache. It can be a big headache. You got to stand firm. I truly believe you got to stand firm. Um, some people like to give allowances. Right? I give my wife allowance. I give my girlfriend allowance. Sounds like to me. It sounds like something you would do for your child, right? Where's my allowance? Hey, daddy. Where's my allowance, daddy? Um, I didn't even call it allowance. Here, what? Here you go. You want to spend your money on whatever? Spend your money on whatever. I mean, look, makes money on a YouTube channel and stuff. You can always, hey, here's your allowance. And out of that allowance, you do what you want with it. You want to send it home to your family, send it home to your family. But you got to decide what you want to do. Um, it's weird. It's you're never going to get. I don't know if you ever, unless you marry a filthy rich Filipino woman whose family is filthy rich, filthy rich. You're always going to send money. Robert, how are you doing? Hey, it's Robert from Brooklyn, New York. I'll be there in December with about $5,000 in cash and $4,000 in credit cards. Monthly income from Social Security, 1,700. Don't drink. Doable? It's doable. Wait, hang on. You're coming with $5,000 in cash and $4,000 in credit cards. So you're saying like 9,000 USD is your backup money that you're coming over here retiring with, and then on 1,700 in Social Security. It's doable on 1700. Remember, you might run into issues or problems. If you're saying you're coming with, let's say, 10 grand in your pocket. This is my money. I'm gonna have as backup savings. I don't know. I think I would have a little bit more, but it's up to you. 1700 is doable. Once again, depends on your lifestyle, what you do. You don't drink. Um, where are you going to live? Are you going to eat? There's so many variables. There's so many things that go into it. Um, I don't know what. Put it this way: don't watch them videos, and they're out there, and I see them pop up all the time. Don't watch them videos believing you can come here on 500, 700, 800 US dollars a month. I'm telling you right now, it's bullshit. It's bullshit clickbait for those people that want to draw people to watch their videos. There's no way. There's no way. Maybe if you're single, living out in a jungle province, no air conditioning, no fan, going out and fishing at the ocean, growing your own vegetables. Yeah, don't believe that shit. But it can be done. Yeah. I'm sorry, where are we at? Oh, Vegas says try to find a mosquito repellent that has DEET. It's more effective than regular off will ever be. You can find it online. And here's the weird thing. You would think this is the Philippines. There are mosquitoes everywhere. I don't care where you go. I don't care what island you go to. There's mosquitoes. You would think that they would have like the super best mosquito repellent here. You know what I mean? True Chief, how are you doing? Expats here in Cubang, Laguna don't want to mingle. That's fine. That's fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Um, there's nothing wrong with that. Not at all. Some expats feel they have to interact and mingle with other expats and hang out and do everything with other expats. That's their thing. Others don't mind. Occasionally, hey, how you doing? Hey, let's go grab something to eat, but and then others just don't want to deal with them. There's nothing wrong with that. Teach their own. Fox finding life. Much love from New Zealand. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you so much. Started to look like a blackout there, Brian. Here right now. No, nothing blinking today. Knock on wood. Wake up, Brian. You're sleeping. Hello, ladies. I must be way behind. Thomas Richardson, how are you doing? Hi, Brian. Hi, Brian. Been here at our retirement home in Pagasinan. Been doing never-ending maintenance on home in Pajero. Going to Baguio today to see cooler weather. Have a good time. That's another place. Never been. Baguio. Never got up there. Have a good time. Have a good time. It's cooler weather up there, from what I'm told. So yeah, have a good time and have a safe trip. Cliff Moxon. Hi, Brian. Hope you guys are well from the UK. Love from Cliff to you and your family. Thanks, Cliff, for stopping in. Saying hello and commenting. Guys, let me do me a favor. I don't know how many's here. 81. There's 81 people in here. Now, people come and people go, correct? People stop in, say hello, and out they go. Some people are in and out. Do me a favor, guys, and I'm going to ask this on my videos because I want to see if YouTube is full of shit, which I think they are, because sometimes I see stuff, I'm like, nah, bullshit. Guys, do me a favor. And I'm going to announce this on every video at the beginning of every video for the next month. Guys, I don't care what you do. You can give me a thumbs up or you can give me a thumbs down. It doesn't really bother me. I can actually see the percentages of thumbs up compared to the percentage of thumbs down. It'll always register a thumbs up. It'll never register a thumbs down. It just tells you, okay, 100 people voted. Out of that 100 people that interacted, 95% said okay. The other 5% said, but guys, please just hit that button, that thumbs up or thumbs down button. Just do it because I want to see if YouTube is really what they are saying. Right? Interaction. Your subscribers are interacting. They're not interacting. Just do it. It doesn't cost you anything. You know, like I said, hit it. If you don't like it, you just, I mean, because I know I got just trolls, straight up trolls, no big deal. They entertain me. And it doesn't matter. They'll give me a thumbs down every time. I don't care. It doesn't bother me, right? Ooh, you hurt me. Oh, you gave me a thumbs down. Ooh. But I'm gonna see how it works for a month, just to see how it works. So yeah, thumbs up or a thumbs down. There's no sideways thumbs. If you think to yourself, this video's okay, all right, then hit a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you're in between. You can't make everybody happy, right? Arturo, how are you doing, sir? Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Mitch Bromwell, how are you? I keep watching your Facebook videos with the launching of the rockets going up into the sky. At what point, and I'll tell you what, I know I will, and I think a lot of people in the Philippines will, when he can put a satellite up in the sky to where I don't need Globe, I don't need Smart, I don't need the bullshit cell phone connection here in the Philippines. Granted, I'm out in the province, so it's terrible. When he can put something in the sky to where anybody anywhere in the world can connect, I'm sold. I'll buy it. Jim, I've seen some videos that say live on 500 USD a month in PI. Totally untrue. Yeah, it is. Like I said, people will put a video out with that title just to draw people in to watch it. That's all it is. Filipinos can, but they're living a rough life. I see what 500 US dollars a month here where we live, Lutz uncles, and how they live and what they eat and what they do. And it's a hard life. It's a hard life. Mike says, Robert, stay in your home country. $4,000 in credit cards is a waste. Those seem like very small, and the first time you use one, it will be blocked. 1,700 surviving, 5K backup is nothing, in my honest opinion. There it is. Everybody has their own opinion. You know, you got to understand, if you got $4,000 in credit cards and you got 1,700 a month, all right, you're gonna have to pay that credit card when you use it. So now you're dropping that 17. I'm not going to tell you to do it. I'm not going to tell you not to do it. It's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you. Would I recommend it? I've seen too many disasters. Will you ever go back to Angeles City? Yes, sir. Dino, we will head back. Hannah graduates next year. We will be going back there for her graduation, spend some time there. Yeah, next year. But as far as going back to live, no desire. I really have no desire. And say, like, if we get to the point, you know what, I'm just tired of the province. I don't want to live here no more. I want to move. It won't be back to Angeles City. I can tell you that much right now. It'll be some other. It would be some other city, maybe Cebu area out that way. No way am I going to Dumaguete. No, I'm not that old to be living in Dumaguete with all the other Bengay geriatric old guys. Now I'll probably get yelled at. Billy's calling. Billy's calling the vloggers in Dumaguete a bunch of old fart Bengay. But no, I just don't. I have no desire to go to Dumaguete. Maybe to visit, but not to live there. Not to live there. Um, Maybe what's the other one? I don't know, but it won't be in Angeles. But yes, I will be back. I will be back to have breakfast with Mike and anybody else that wants to have breakfast with me. Do you miss Angeles? Prices compare Angeles to Siargao for us. Angeles have more food selection, cheaper also. Price compare Angeles to Siargao for us. Angeles has more food selections and cheaper also. It's trade-off. I, a lot of times I'll ask, look, because little do the shopping at the market. I'm gonna tell you right now, seafood here at the market is cheaper than it is in Angeles City. A lot cheaper, a lot fresher. We don't have tilapia. You know, you go to Angeles City and other cities, you go to the markets, they got tilapia. I mean, that's the fish, the tilapia, you know. We don't have it here. We've got tuna, we've got bluefin, we've got squid. Oh, what else do we have? We have shrimp, we have clams, like a lot of good fresh seafood. However, like a potato, you buy a potato here, it's a lot more expensive than up in Angeles. Some of the fruits and vegetables can be more expensive here. There's always some kind of trade-off. Um, but restaurants here, I'm gonna do a video on if I think Siargao Island is overrated and overpriced. Upcoming video. But like I said, it's a trade-off. When it comes to housing, Angeles City is cheaper for what you're getting, for sure. Down here, everybody, even though everybody up in Angeles that owns property thinks they're sitting on a gold mine, here they're sitting on like Fort Knox. You know what I mean? They think it's they think land is worth all this money, and I don't see it. Tourism is down on this island, just like everywhere else in the Philippines. It is down. Uh, how do I know? My brother-in-law works in the tourism industry, from booking tours to his boss being involved in hotels and restaurants and just different things like that. It's down. And this is summertime right now, where the north is starting to get into the rainy season. Down here in the south, we're starting to peak at summertime. Our rainy season doesn't start for a couple more months, but it's down. And I am seeing restaurants like that popped up a year ago. Beautiful looking restaurants. But every time you drive by, empty. I've seen restaurants that were pretty well known here. They're closing up. It's like everything else. Here in the Philippines, oh, I start a business and I do well. Well, guess what? I'm going to have 20 other people doing the same business to the right of me, to the left of me, and the front of me, and we'll all outprice each other, and eventually we'll all just close up. But yeah. Hello, Brian. Have you considered mini split AC units in the current home for 2 to 3 reductions in power consumption versus window units, or are they impossible to buy there? We can find them here. I've seen them here. I just got the window one in down here. I'm not putting it downstairs. I'll spend more money with It's not airtight downstairs, but I just had the window one in. Um, but yes, you can buy them here. I haven't priced them, but you can buy them. 86 watching, 4 thumbs up. Yeah, true. Is it 86? Let me check something here. Let me check something here. Um, Let me get out of that. Let me get into this. My channel. Let me look here. It says there are 51 thumbs up. You got to refresh. I had a look here. 51 thumbs up. Thank you. Like I said, if you're coming in, guys, I want people to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I want to see how YouTube, if they're bullshitting their people or if they're for real. All right. A Philippines journey better go. Well, mine must be. Am I really that far up, guys? Did you see Barbie left General Luna? I must be really, guys. I know I'm skipping. I started talking. Did I see Barbie left General Luna? Yeah, I think I don't really follow her. She still has a little store down by Cloud 9. I don't really follow her. I've met her, nice girl. I don't know what she's doing. Is she traveling? I don't know. But I can see, I mean, she's a young girl. Get out and travel. Get out and enjoy life while you can. K-Boy and the wife. We live comfortably on $3 grand a month in the province with aircon bills, internet, cable, food for a family of 6, and going out a few times a month and having a nice, quiet life. Just what we do and spend. Yeah, $3 grand's plenty. Like you say, it's you, your wife, and a family of 6. So it all depends. It all depends on what you want. Hello from Vegas. Mike says Siargao has really become a hip place if you look at various vloggers. We are planning to visit in early July. I know rainy season, but we'll be there. Yeah, a lot of vloggers come in and out of Siargao Island. I don't know. I'm trying to think of. You got 8 miles from home. They've been here a while. They're north. Really nice up there. There's a couple that is. They're starting a surfing lodge. I think they're Australian or Brit. I can't remember. They're up north. A young kid named Van Boys, but he's in and out of the Philippines. Island Barbie. I don't know if there are Filipino vloggers, you know what I mean, vloggers like live here and daily vlog here or whatever, but I see a lot of vloggers in and out of this area. July, I don't think July is, you'll be all right with the rain. You should be. Is Hannah Grace still booking tours? Occasionally. If they need her for a day, she'll go there. But every day now, no, she's not every day. The boss is back. She was kind of like just filling in for help while the boss was away. But no, she's not every day, and she enjoyed it. She had a good time. Where are we at here? BT and Betty. Yes, you are correct. Rainy season has started there. So Barbie said she got tired of the area, moved on. I mean, I can understand it. Um, I think this will always be where her heart will be in the Philippines because here's where she established herself. Here's where she got to know the Philippines. The community accepted her. I think she'll always come back here As far as long-term living here, I maybe not. Like I said, she's young and get out, explore, do things, uh, see what's out there. She does have, like I said, she still does have a little store there. Um, but yeah, hey, 2Z, smash that like button. Enrique P, how are you doing? Hello, Brian. How is your back feeling? Did the jungle medicine help? Yeah, guys, you know what? I had this, my lower right, let's see, right above my butt cheek, all right, I had this sharp pain, all right, and it hurt. And sometimes when I would step, that that sharp pain would actually buckle like bring me down to a knee, all right. And the past couple of days is like, I just kind of like didn't really do anything. I'm like, I'm not getting up. I'm going to rest this, and then looks like I have this jungle medicine, right? And I was like, what do you mean jungle medicine? This is the stuff my mom uses and all that. So I'm like, all right. So I don't even know what it was. It was some kind of leaves, some kind of herbal leaves or something. And she heated it up and then she put it on there and she massaged it. And she did it yesterday. She did it last night before I went to bed. And it seems to help. What I call jungle medicine, right? It seems to help. Don't know what's in it. It's like I said, it's some type of leaf. I can smell like they may add some type of efficacin or something in it to give it that mentholy smell, along with the juices from the plant. Um, but it seems to help. It seems to have helped. Here's another weird thing. Chicken Choker, how are you doing? Chicken Choker is here. Um, the other night, I was laying in bed and I heard this bird. It sounded weird. And I said to Lud, I said, did you hear that? She said, yeah. I said, what the heck was that? She goes, I don't know. Let me ask my mom. So she asked her mom, hey, what was that bird? And I've never heard this bird never heard this bird noise. And her mom said it's a bird is signaling the end of rainy season here. Now, like I said, down south here in the Philippines, we're in the summertime. Up north is the beginning of rainy season this time of the year. So that's what that bird was doing, you know. Yeah. Bruce Davis, how are you doing, Bruce? Thanks for jungle medicine. Last time a fall for a girl. Tell me that. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Chicken choker. Chicken choker. Uh, do I have days where I wish you still had your car? No. I mean, yeah. I mean, if I had my car, I'd be still. I'd use it. Um, of course, when it rains like crazy, you wish you had it. But I mean, we have our trike, and if I really want to drive a car, I can rent one here. Um, but no, I mean, I don't really miss it. I really don't. I enjoy riding motorbike. I love being out in the open air. Um, yeah, it does suck during rainy season here, but you just deal with it, you know? Where are we at? Barbara said she's now enjoying city life. Yeah, me do something real quick. City life, I mean, nothing wrong with city life. Do you have kids with what? I have a stepdaughter, which I call my daughter, Hannah Grace, wayward traveler wants to know. But yeah, I am going to put a link here if anybody wants to stop in, say hello. feel free to click that link right there. Let me go back over here and let me refresh that. 73 thumbs up. All right. Batmobile was a classic. All right. Mike says a tricycle is much more easier to deal with, I find. We have a car, but once we get to the province, it is much easier. Yeah. Um, what I like about the trikes here is their whole thing is enclosed. Unlike Angeles City, oh my Kulai. Unlike in Angeles City, it's all open, and it's like a little box. Here they're big and open. But yeah. All right, well, guys, we have a special guest I want to bring on here. All right. This guy is probably one of the ugliest tourists I have ever seen in my life. And
hold on.
there he is.
I think I'm here.
Yeah, sure, here.
I think I'm
I mean,
here. I can't hear nothing. Hold on. I don't know how to do this. This is new to me.
you
This is new to
gotta,
me.
I don't know, you gotta
Let me turn
check
up the
your
sound.
volume, make sure you're not mute. I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear me now.
Okay, yeah, you can hear. Yeah, guys, this is James, the Ugly Tourist. Go over and check his channel out. I like his channel. Um, he's up in Angeles
You
City,
ain't
but he's
gotta like
doing
it.
his own.
Philly's just gotta like it.
Yeah, I mean, you could see it's got a. I mean, look at his house; it's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm rich. What can I tell you, Philly?
Man,
I just like watching. You poached a bunch of my guys. Everyone left as soon as you went on. So I had to come over here.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Uh, I actually kept your channel playing live, but I had you muted so I could run my channel. So I stayed in there.
Yeah, you didn't hear the big news. There's big news on my channel. I'm not going to
Big
tell it.
news. Oh,
Yeah,
it's a big news.
we got a little ugly coming.
You got a what?
A little ugly. Can you hear me?
Okay,
A
I can hear
little
you.
ugly.
All right,
A little ding.
a little ding.
Yeah,
You got
you
a
know my
little
girlfriend.
ding. You got a little
I
ding
gotta
on the
spell it.
leg.
I gotta spell it out for you, Philly. Come on. Yeah, a little ding, a little ugly one.
Are you sure? You're not pulling my leg.
Yeah,
You're not.
yeah. No, no, I'm not just trying to get your views. Um, yeah, we found out a couple months ago, but we kept it inside. Internal.
Good, good. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
No
All your
problem.
viewers are gonna think I'm crazy. But anyway, I don't wanna mess up your live stream with my ugly face. I just wanted to say hi, and I appreciate what you did for my channel, and because you have viewers that came over to my channel before. I appreciate it very much. You're a good
Hey,
guy
no problem.
to
No
me.
problem. Thanks for stopping in. So, Chicken Choker says James is recently single. Ding was arrested for fraud. Please, guys, send James love.
That's right. That's right. Anyway,
All
um,
right.
I'll let you go. I'll let you be. But I just wanted to stop in and say hi. And you could, if I knew how to do this, I'd let you come in and say hi on mine, and you could get all 20 of my subscribers.
Hey, thank you. All right.
Take it easy, buddy. Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
Thanks for stopping in. All right. How's it going, Mike? We got Mike, our Philippine journey. I hear nothing. I hear nothing, Mike. Your lips are your lips are moving. How's that go? Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. Oh. Anybody else here, Mike? No? Hang on. Oh, hang on. Say so. I don't hear you, Mike. I don't think I have you on a mute. No. Edit. Mike setting. No. Can you guys hear me? You hear me, Mike? All right. Yeah, I don't. Bob Kirkman. Let me see. Let me bring Bob up. Hey, Bob, how you doing?
All right, Brian, how you doing, man?
Good. I can hear Bob, Mike. I just can't hear you. All right. Yeah, try again. How you doing, Bob?
I'm doing all right. I want to thank you, man, for the time in Angeles. It brought back a lot of memories. I was over there in the Air Force. I used to love seeing you go up to the hospital, and the time to the canine cemetery was excellent because I was a security police there and worked with the canine. So it was a great time, man. Thanks for the memories on that. And I love your new adventures. It looked like you tied a good one on the other night.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Look like I've always get out and have a good night like that, you know.
Yeah, but like I was saying, like the music, it stops at midnight. A noise ordinance, and I think because there's so many clubs and there's so many like hotels and stuff around the area that they don't want that music playing all night long. However, you can sit there. I think they say you can sit there till whatever and drink a beer. There's just no music.
That's probably a good thing, you know. Like I said, you got people running around getting really, that music sort of winds them up a little bit. Like I said, I remember walking out of clubs, I was at Clark from 85 to 88, and we'd walk out of some clubs that it'd be daylight, It's like, wow, what the heck?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Then there was times we'd go down to a Sorry store, just sit around the Sorry store and drink, instead of running down. So,
yeah.
Always a good time. I lived when I originally moved off base over there. I lived outside of Friendship Gate. Clarkview Gate, and then I moved down into Diamond Subdivision.
Okay.
So Diamond was always nice.
Diamond, yeah, it's still there.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. My old house was still there. I know after Pinatubo blew up and all that stuff, I was kind of curious. I guess you go on Google Earth or something and check it out, but I don't know.
I can. You talk about drinking and then coming out of a club and it's light out.
Yeah.
But when we moved originally, Look and I moved officially down here. Your timing's off. It is 9:20 a.m. here, but it's 9:20 p.m. back in the States. So when you get here, your body's off. And I remember we went drinking, and I remember we left the club, opened up the door, and the sun was coming up.
There was a lot of times, like I said, we worked as a cop. We worked swings and mids, So we had 3 days off, and then 3 days off was always rough.
Right.
We could stay out pretty late with them. So, and look like Mike made it back in.
I'm in. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yep.
We hear you. We can
okay.
hear you.
Sorry about that.
I just want to pop in and say thanks for the videos. Continue what you're doing. I'll keep watching. Have a good show, man.
Thanks, Bob.
Later.
All right, Mike. Now I can hear you.
I'm sorry about that. I have no idea what happened, but it's just one of those things. So I saw you saw Ugly Tourist was here. I missed him.
Yeah. Like I said, he's got a different channel. I like his channel. I like his outlook on the Philippines. I like, he seems like a very nice person. She seems like a very nice Filipino woman.
You know what? I had breakfast with him and Ding probably about a month ago, and very, very nice folks. Very, very nice. You know, I wish him the best of luck. I watch his channel. I don't always have time to comment or anything. You know how I am. Sometimes I'll just go on somebody's live stream or somebody's video and click on it just to support them, let it run, and I'm doing other stuff. So other than that, I saw your last video. It looks like you guys had a great time out there.
Oh yeah. They're picking up an echo, but yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of the video I left out.
I'm sure.
You know how it is. You know, you get drinking and I was surprised with all that club music in the video. Like in the beginning with Queen, "We Will Rock You." I was waiting. I uploaded everything, and I was waiting for the old not suitable copyright content, and it came back as suitable. I think I mean, you can have a certain length clip in your video with like copyright music in the background that you don't intentionally put in there, but only so much. Because I know in the past I've gotten hit with copyright music only because I was walking down the street and the music was playing. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was surprised. Yeah, we had fun. A lot of Filipinos. And I don't know if they're locals or a lot of Filipinos do come to Siargao Island also on vacation. It could be a mix of locals. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, we had a good time. Good time.
Well, when you think about it, hold on a second. I think I got to turn the echo off here.
I don't hear it anymore.
There we go. When you think about it, Siargao Island is for a lot of Filipinos, you know, whether they're coming from the Bisaya area or whether they're coming from Mindanao, it's a bus ride up to Siargao City or to Cebu. And then,
Sure.
you know, they can do, it's pretty cheap to get to Siargao Island. You know, they can take the ferry. You know, then of course accommodations are probably not so cheap, but still, it's you know, they can plan a weeks long vacation a year in advance.
Yeah. You got it. Like the other day when we were there, Look pointed out a place. She goes, "You can stay at this place, but you got to book a minimum of 8 people." And she said it was like 800 pesos, but it's just a room. And Filipinos, they don't mind.
No,
They do not mind going into a big open room, throwing down a mat, laying on the floor. Maybe if it has a little CR where they can wash up or whatever, they're perfectly fine with that. And I think there's quite a few of those places stashed in and around this area, in General Luna. But yeah, you're right. I mean, the boat doesn't cost that much. Plus, it doesn't cost anything to get into these clubs. It's free of charge. And what's a beer? A beer is 100 pesos, you know? So yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's funny, you know, your rainy season is ending.
Yeah.
And it's rained for 2 days straight up here.
Right.
The past couple of days. So
what do they call that? Habagat or
Hagabad, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we got Fiesta coming up here. I think the 16th. The kids are all going back to school. They're getting back on that old schedule before COVID. Habakat. There it is. Lucas Musser. How you doing? I heard Brian wants to build a bed and breakfast with 4 units on his family's 215 land. for us to stay. Bring a tent. You can always pitch a tent out here in the woods. Well, yeah, I seen your video. I didn't watch it all about the new COVID scare.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't mean it as a scare. I just meant it as, wow, for 67,000 new cases to pop up in Thailand, not even about the Philippines, but it was about Thailand. That's a lot for a 6-day period. I'm looking forward to see what the news is like, because that's where we're taking my daughter in a couple of weeks. And I want, oh no, do I have to think about that? Do I have to think about, will they put Thailand on a no-fly list? Well,
right.
Because that's essentially kind of what happened. And now I'll just give you like a sneak peek. I'm doing a video on monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
Yeah. And I mean, the amount of false information that's out there and the dramatization of how bad and everything else, it is, there's like 30 cases and there's 100 million people here. So, 30K, I don't know, but it's something that people are asking about, talking about.
Right.
COVID here hasn't gone up to the best of my knowledge. I haven't seen anything on it that makes it any worse than anything else. But the tourism is definitely down in Angeles City. But I also think a lot of that has to do with the Koreans, and a big part of that is they just elected a new president. They had national elections last week. So with that being said, a lot of people are staying to vote.
Right.
So we'll see what happens in a week or two.
Right. I mean, you would know. I mean, you think about it, what the majority of the people that are going to the Angeles City areas as tourists are Koreans. They're going to outnumber everybody. And even like Boracay, I think they said Boracay is the #1 travel destination for Korean families. And I was told that's even down. It's just down generally here in the Philippines. And I know I seen where the Philippine tourism industry got mad at the United States for saying, oh, we're going to put you on a level 2 travel advisory. Wait, we're allies. How can you do this to us? I thought we were friends. Well, yeah, we're friends, and we're not going to hang you out to dry when it comes to, if you're attacked by China or whatever. But, hey, come on. Shootings, robbery, kidnaps, come on. And then I see, and then I seen that kid, what's his name? Becoming Filipino. He's down in the Sulu Islands. Like, what is that? Like, how are people going to look at that? Like, wait, here he is. He's a foreigner, and he's down here. Hey, let's all go down there too. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I thought it was kind of funny. Like, they got mad. How dare you? How dare you do that to us? Well, I mean, I don't know. Oh, also, go ahead.
No, you know what? I applaud the fact that he goes everywhere and shows everything, but I also worry, just like you do. Like, you know what? I don't speak 32 different dialects of Tagalog or of the Philippine language, and Sulu is a dangerous area. Sure. And to be a non-speaker there, I don't know. I would at least put a disclaimer on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't think, as well as I do, we would travel down there. We wouldn't have the connections and the hookups, and He's down there. He's got the right connections. He's got the right hookups. He's probably PNP, and they're probably all watching him. Where, you know what I mean? They know where he's traveling, what he's doing. But I hope he's not down there like promoting tourism down there. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, and Lucas Musser is right in the comments. He's right. He is a Filipino citizen. He was naturalized by Marcos. What, maybe like about a year ago, 9 months ago, something like that.
Right. But you know as well as I do, you can be citizen you can have every right there is as a Filipino citizen, but I don't care what you say, you're never gonna be truly accepted. Period. You're not Filipino.
No, I agree.
Even like, like Hannah is a mix of white and Filipino, born and raised here. She's born here, raised here, knows multiple language when it comes to Tagalog and Visayan, but because of her skin, they still look at her as not being a true Filipino. It just is. We don't have
and you know what? You don't need to be Caucasian to get in trouble. You can be a Filipino to get in trouble. You can be born, raised, I mean, there are politicians whose kids have had problems and things like that here. So, I mean, you don't have to go looking for trouble, but, it can happen anywhere to anybody. And that's just really the bottom line.
So, Bruce Davis, how are you doing, Bruce?
Oh, good. Hey, Bruce, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Doing good.
All right, I'll let you guys go. Bruce, have a good chat. Philly, take care. I'll be in the channel. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Mike.
I was just coming up to say hello. I just wanted to come up.
Oh, hello, Bruce.
Philly. Hope that you're doing good. Hope everybody's doing good. So
you're hard to hear. You're I don't know if your mic is lower or
is it? Can you hear me?
Yeah, but it's kind of low, but that's all right. I can barely hear you.
All right. Well, I just wanted to come up and say hi, see how you're doing. That's it. Stop by, say hello.
All right, cool. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, I'm going to hang on a second. 1 second. I gotta do something real quick. Let me mute and all right. I had she always tells me, hey, let me know when you want me to start your breakfast for you. So yeah. Where are we at here, guys? Yeah, more question. Wayward travel. I'm excited to try a vlog in North Korea next year. I need to enter the marathon race. Don't know if I'm fit for that. Dude, can you vlog in North Korea? I don't know. I never checked out videos out of North Korea. I've watched documentaries on North Korea, but I don't know. It'd be pretty cool, huh? Get up to North Korea and do a video. See if you can find Kim Jong-un. Christopher Smith says, my wife is full-blooded Filipina, but very white. She looked at funny sometimes to when with me. She's saying she gets looks when you're together. And isn't it crazy? Here's the weird thing, guys. I don't get it. Foreigners will lay out in the sun. They want to get a tan. You know what I'm saying? They want to look good. Filipinos, they don't want a tan. They want to buy whitening products and beauty products and things like that to turn their skin white. Me personally, I like tan. I like the beautiful golden color of a Filipino woman. To me, that's just me. But yeah, I find it kind of funny. Remember a couple of years when Bohol was under attack, so it's not fair to point a specific region of concern except the Muslim aspect. Yeah, I remember when Bohol was under attack. I don't like. There's Muslims here on the island, and they're some of the friendliest people I've run into. I mean, they're down at the market area. They're down at the little shops where I buy things like trinkets, and they're friendly people. I mean, people. I don't know. I myself, would I go down into that Sulu area? I would if I knew somebody would, like, if somebody was with me, you know what I mean, and had my back, but it wouldn't bother me. First of all, if you're going to kidnap me, you're going to give me back, because I don't have all the money you think I might because I'm a foreigner. I don't know. There's some beautiful areas in southern Mindanao. Beautiful areas. But because it's got such a bad reputation over the years. But yeah. You can vlog in North Korea, but it's very regulated. Can you say get content in North Korea and then leave North Korea and then upload all your content, right? Scott, expat in the Philippines, how are you doing? We are doing good. Everything is good. Today is Sunday. Nothing much going on. Yeah, nothing much going on. I think I'm going to go into town. I got to get a couple things, lay down and rest this aching pain I have for another day. But yeah, Harry Jaggard also recently did a video on Afghanistan and Syria. Great videos to check out. I'll have to check them out. Harry Jaggard. I have to check them out. But anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. Like I said, there is 93 people in here. Let me go over here and refresh. I want to see something. I have asked people to. It's Reddit. If you're new, yes, Mike, he did. He did. He said Ding and him are having a child. Well, she's having a child, but yes, Mike, you are correct. You are correct. I've been asked. I asked everybody. I'm going to ask it on all my videos in the opening video. I want to see how true YouTube is to the people that make them money. See, we as YouTubers make money, but they also make money too. Google AdSense makes money off of us. And we make money off of YouTube and Google AdSense. I want to see how true they are. I'm asking everybody, and it's very simple. I'm asking everybody to send me $100. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm asking everybody to just hit the like button or dislike button. It doesn't matter which way you push it. It doesn't take, but let me move my mouse over the like or dislike button, or let me use my phone and push, the phone. I'm asking everybody to hit that because I want to see how it works with YouTube. Because they're saying, Mike Mick said he's not going to. No, I'm not. Mike Mick's Philippine Journal. I want $5,000 US from you. You got the money. I want to see what happens. So, like I said, I don't care. Dislike, like, I don't care. Mix Philippine Journey. Who is, I don't know if this guy's a troll. I know it's not the Mix Philippine Journey. It's John. John, all right. I know John. But yeah, do that. Like I said, I just want to see how YouTube does this. You know what I mean? And that's about it for the day, for the morning. Sealander Adventures, thank you for Provincial Life. Real world life, real world content. It's very interesting to see you live and cope with family and livestock. Hey guys, thanks for stopping. Thanks for checking out the channel and staying with me. I mean, when I moved down to the province, I knew people were not going to keep following me because it's not no more titties and ass show. The titty and ass show is gone. We're now real life Philippines. This is how the people live. This is the Philippines. This is the jungle life. This is the beauty of the Philippines. You want the titty and ass shows, and go up and watch all them other channels up there. And with that being said, thanks guys, and we'll talk to you later.